Okay, folks. Guess what? Guess what finally showed up? This is the swimbait mold. And they said they shipped a priority mail. I think I told y'all Wednesday night, on the video you're watching today, that this was coming. And I got it in the mail today. Alright, that's what all we got in here. It says fragile. Well, maybe it is. Okay. There's a sticker, fat guys. Somebody asked me, when am I going to start making Lake Country Bait stickers? I checked into it. A sticker this size right here, I have to buy 1,000 of them. Alright, to get a deal. And they still was like 30 cents a piece. So, and that's why I haven't done it. If I thought that I could buy 1,000 of them and stick one in y'all's orders for every time you know, new orders, and y'all would stick them somewhere where somebody would actually see Lake Country Baits, maybe with a picture of a crappie or something on it, and it would draw me some sales, that'd be fine. If not, you know, it's just, it's a hunk of money gone. You ain't gained anything from it. Yeah, when you're in business, you got to think about that, right? You got to think about it every time you spend money. All you're gonna get is it gonna help you. Okay, right? I know some of y'all work for companies and or business people or retired from business people working in business, and you know what I'm saying. Because right now I'm so small. Yeah, I'm small time. One of my friends said the other day, he said, "Hey Dennis, I know how to help you. I know what would really help you." I said, "What?" He said, "Won't you get on Amazon? Get Amazon sell your baits." I said, "Who's going to make them?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "If Amazon sold baits like it's everything else, Amazon ships all over the world, all over the country, constantly." I said, I couldn't keep up with them. I can't make enough at a time. This mold's going to make 10 swim baits at a time. That's it. All right? So it's going to make one pack at a time. Yeah, how would I ever keep up with that? You're going to have a mold making 400 or 500 at a time, guys. You go to Amazon, and you need 2 or 3 people working for you. That's right. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm small time. Somebody said the other day in a comment, I'm the personal bait maker. That's about it. That's right. Bam. 2.5 inches. Guys, I think it's going to be about the perfect size for a little bit of everything in it. All right. You know what's going to tell us more once we shoot it. So here's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to put it right here in the mold. I'm going to go back and cut my air compressor on. Okay. I just got home. Just went and picked it up. Got home. I did stop at the Mexican restaurant and ate on the way home. All right. It's right next to the post office. Okay. I fed the air compressor on earlier this morning. I was making some baits. Let's try Virginia shad the first time. The first color, just a solid color. Virginia shad I'm going to put in this mold because I make flash in the other one, right? In the fry and in the 2-inch swim bait we make flash. We'll go Virginia shad in this one. See all those bubbles on there? Yep. It's like cream on coffee, doesn't it? Smooth now, isn't it? Took all these bubbles out of it. I put it in the vacuum chamber. Alright guys, let's go. We're going to find out. I know she's going to eat up a lot of plastic too. Especially if I don't get in a 90 with the cavity. Okay. Made a half cup, didn't it? Made a half cup. That tells me already when I do dual colors, I'm going to lose a lot. See, the runners is what I make the remelts with. So, now what I done on this one, y'all need to see me mix the color. Again, I kept leftovers. See, solid colors, you can keep the leftovers, chop them up, remelt them. Like I say, when you're doing remelts, you lose that. All right, it's not sucking down bad either. Just let it cool, and we're gonna open it. All Alright guys. Now, I haven't seen it either. Some of y'all are thinking, wow, okay, I just pulled that off. Look how deep those are. Now I tell you what, some of y'all are laughing because you're saying, Dennis, I remember, I think it was on the last port of catch you made, you was complaining that these portholes here wasn't deep enough and people were buying extenders. That's what keeps you from have to keep adding plastic to it. Yeah, they ought to be that deep. And some of them, at least half of that deep, but some of them are not deep enough. Well, some of the molds I have, the Willowtails and some of those, the junior baits, and if I don't keep an eye on it and keep adding to them, the first bait will have air in it. So you know how low the hole is to feed the cavities? Alright, there's a lot of plastic there. Now, on a single color, I can put that right back in the can. Okay, put it in the wrong one, that's silver bullet. I can put it right back in the container. Alright, bam. Alright, I can put it back in the container. I got a container just like this, a coffee container sitting back here for Virginia Shad Road on it. You ready? That's why I thought, here we go. Y'all, first time with me too. Wow. Okay, we got one on this side, one on that side. Let's pull one of them off. Oh yeah. Now, I throw Kitex a lot, used to, and this is almost identical to a Kitex, isn't it? It's got that long slender part right here. This long slender part right here. It's just gonna go to town. Now they make, this is a standard. Well, I dropped it, I'll pick up another one. This is a standard size. They make this in a fatty too, where this body is a lot bigger. I was scared of the fatty. I thought it would be good, but I didn't know if it was going to swim as well. I knew this style with tail's going to swim. See how that droopy that tail is? That little foot back there is going to make it just go crazy. Alright? Plus, to the fish, I'm already cooking the next color, guys. To the fish, this is what he sees. About that much of the body, guys. I know y'all think it's 2.5 inches. This part back here is going to be moving. Alright? I don't think they pay that much attention to that part. I really don't. I just think that's part of the action. They look good, don't they? Virginia Shad. Alright? Now, y'all see me put that in the vacuum chamber? Alright? That takes all the bubbles out of the plastic so you don't have bubbles in this part when you pour it. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this. I'm not knocking on anybody's door, but listen to this. I watch a lot of YouTube too, guys. I don't watch much TV. I watch a lot of YouTube if I have time. If I'm not editing, if I'm not on, doing that type of thing, or working on my site, filling orders, or filling bags of baits. Yeah, I do a lot of that, don't I? I looked all ago, earlier today. I've sold 127 bags this month of baits. So somebody's got to put all those baits in those bags, right? Last year I sold over 2,200 bags. But a lot of these guys don't have a vacuum chamber. I was watching one the other day, and he said, oh, you don't need a vacuum chamber. I don't have one. You don't need a vacuum chamber. He was just stirring up a storm, okay? He took a torch and went to the top of it. Well, he pops on the bubbles on the top, all right? So that's help. That's better than nothing. But you see the difference when I put that thing in the vacuum chamber just for a few minutes? It's about $100 for a vacuum chamber. It sucks all the bubbles out of it, guys. It gets all the moisture out of it. Anything that comes on top, it looks like it's boiling in there. I've filmed it before. Some of y'all have seen it. All right? Okay, let me get the next color. We're going to shoot a dual color now, okay? All right, guys, we're going to see what happens. Now, I have to shoot each one of these individually. I have to get a feel for it. Okay. I've got one screw in this vise. Okay. I got one screw in this vise right here at the right side, with a little tiny screw. It's one of those finishing screws, you ever seen them. A little tiny head on, that's why I call it a tiny screw. That way I can swing this thing around sometimes if I need to. Alright? That helps me. It makes sense? I had it back here further. Y'all remember, some guys have been with me for a while. I had it back here further, and about 3 months ago I slid it out this way about 6, 8, 10 inches. And got a feeling now using this mold, I might need to bring it out a little further. Bam! Gotta love it, everybody's. Alright. Y'all ready? My first time seeing the dual color too. Silver bullet over a pearl. Let's see what happens. See how I marked the top? I'll do it with the engraver. Oh, half come out, half didn't. Come out on that side. Alright, let's pick one of them out here. Okay, flashed it a little bit. See the flashing? Now, it flashed on the outside edge. Then flash in the middle. Do you know what that's telling me? That's telling me that these blocks right here that I'm using for spacers, I need longer ones. I'm gonna need a longer block for this mold. Or I need to use something like this for a spacer. So I need a spacer to stay away from this to shoot dual colors. I can use that. That's a brush hog. I can use something like that. See, ones in the middle were fine. Alright. Okay. It done okay. It looks more like a smoke. Alright. I see a little bit of pearl on the bottom of this one, not as much as I'd like to see. Okay. You see the grayish on the back. So it didn't. Now this one done good. It didn't laminate the best. This one done better. Okay. Alright, that was at 335. This one might have to be colder. So that's what you got to learn too, guys. You got to learn your mold. Alright. So a couple of them came out good. This one came out fine. See the pearl on the belly? See, this tail section is so small, it's not going to laminate as good anyway. Your laminate's going to be mostly out in this big part. And I knew that. One of the colors is going to take over in the tail. Because it's so small. That's why I don't shoot a lot of the small baits. The junior baits, I do shoot some of them, and sometimes they come out pretty good. This Tweety bird shoots decent. Okay? That's in the crawfish color. Alright? So it shoots decent. The junior, the tadpole junior, okay. The stingers, once in a while, they're decent. But I lose a lot of them in those baits. This LC shad is the best dual color shooting bait I've got. Y'all see what I've done to it? Alright, Blue Boy. America's favorite color. Y'all see what I've done to it? This is part of the this is my creature bait, 4-inch creature bait. I just took half of that mold, see how long it is, put it in there. That way it gets a good even push on it. And the one that shot the best in the dual color was this one. See, that's pretty good. Oops, oh, y'all can see it. Alright. But you can see the vents. See the little can y'all see that? I don't know if the camera's showing it or not. It's hard to see it. It's got little tiny hairs like sticking out on it. What that is from the vent holes. But I shot that at 335. The reason I was paying attention to it, as I said in the last clip, I'm going to have to figure out exactly. I'm going to keep shooting this evening after I open this mold and show you all these. It's 3:30. I'm going to shoot a couple more times, probably to 4 or 5 o'clock. And I'm going to try some bright colors, like this crawfish. Maybe what I'll shoot next is super moon. Real bright chartreuse and that bright blue. And that way I'll be able to see the separation in them. So, and after I shoot them, I'll show them to y'all. But I can't keep doing all this, filming it. We'll be all evening. This video will be an hour long. Y'all ready? Y'all can see this is what I'm going to shoot here in a little bit. That's super moon. But I've got some remelt colors here. I put down some remelts. I've got that remelts from super moon. I got some old white. I'm going to cook those up next, and that's what I'm going to do. Oh, that's warm. I'm going to throw these 2 cups in there. That's got a hot cup out of it without gloves. That was not fun. All right, let that cook while we're talking, and I'm going to practice shooting a dual color another one. What I'll do is I got enough in there to shoot a couple rounds. One time I'll shoot like 325, and one time I'll shoot like 340. Let's see what the difference is. See if it shoots better hotter or colder. You got to learn your molds. Bam! They are pretty. Yeah, I left that together so y'all can see. All right, and see it just pulls off right there. See, it sits a small area. There's a bubble. There's a bubble in one. That's no good. There's solid color, no problem. Now I could cut that off. There's another bubble. Okay, see right here. All right, and y'all, here's another one. Y'all see me vacuum that? I got some air in it somehow. When I sucked it up, I must got more than I thought I did. I didn't give it a couple good ones. There's one. All right. It's not hard to do. That's why I was talking about putting it in the vacuum chamber. That's why I done that. But I got that air probably when I sucked it out of the cup. I probably pulled it off the bottom. So usually when you suck up air and you put your gun like this, the air's going to go to the top. It's not going to stay down here. But evidently somehow, that happens very, very seldom. All right. Now you can see that still, I changed that. I still got, look, if y'all can see it or not, still got little hairs on it. All right. They pull off. If y'all get one, if you buy them, you get little hairs, look at, they pull right off. I just don't want to spend all my night pulling them off. Bagging baits is enough trouble. But they're pretty. Alright, so I got a couple blue boys to fish with. Alright, now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to make a few more colors. When I get done, I'll show you my tray, okay? And we're going to go fishing with these, okay? And we're going to make a video with some of these colors, alright? Who knows? I might even turn to a porter catch and a senior mixture of them. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to be windy. It was terrible today. I made a video this morning. The wind was awful, worst I've ever been out there. But I needed the video. You're gonna hear it you're gonna hear it too, guys, when you watch the video. And I had a dead cat on too on my mic. You're gonna hear it. It's supposed to be windy tomorrow. It's supposed to be windy Saturday, and they're calling for rain Saturday evening through Tuesday. That's why I was out there today. I didn't have much choice. All right, guys. I'll get back with you in a little while. Y'all ready to see what I ended up with? I don't know what the best way to do this. I'm gonna bring your head down. Look down. Right. Okay. Pink lady. This is the color from the tail color on the green shad. It's just sparkle. Yeah, I'm just thought I'd try it. Dazzle. I got dazzle in the crickets and stuff. Oops, I'm sorry. Wipeout. Wipeout's a great color. I'm gonna have to straighten them up together. And the chartreuse, I added more glitter. Okay. Added more glitter to it. Alright. This is a dual color right here. This is the super moon. See, done okay. See, the belly's where it's going to be the dual color. See that? You're not going to get as much of that back to the tail. A little bit. You see a little bit of the green back here? That's going to vary. This one here took more blue. That's going to vary. Ice. Okay. This is a dual color from remelts I shot. I showed y'all I was going to try. Okay. That's it. It's not bad. It's not a bad color. Alright. This is the Virginia shad. Y'all seen. The middle time that I tried to shoot. And see, this one came out pretty good. It's not as much separation as it is in the super moon, you know. Okay. And there's blue boy. So I made, let me set this down here. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 colors. Alright? I'm going to fish with them tomorrow. Now, when I make baits, I always lay them on a cookie sheet like this. And see how this one's laying crooked? If you leave it like that, tomorrow morning you come and pick it up, it'll have that crook in it. You got to make sure that they're laying straight. Right? And that's why I've been putting these LC shad in the bag straight. See that tail's crooked on that one. Get it straight. Get it straight. So the swim baits and the grubs are the worst about that. Takes forever to lay them out. Alright? Now I'm gonna leave these out here tonight because it's cooler out here in the shop. It's gonna push it down like 55, 58 tonight. It's gonna be windy tomorrow, but we're gonna give them a shot. At least for a little while. If it gets too bad, we'll come back in. Bam, guys. First crappie on the new swim baits. Now I started fishing them this morning, and I couldn't even get the fish to follow it, and I switched and made a video on another bait because the water temperature was 67 this morning. Yeah, it dropped. It was 74 last weekend, and it's been cool all week. Y'all notice I got a long sleeve shirt on. I might get that off in a little bit. I got a long sleeve shirt underneath of it too. That's a nice crappie, guys. All right, this is on the ice color. All right, and I shot some dual colors in it, as y'all seen in the video. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use these catches today, but the reason I bought this mold is so I can shoot dual colors. Yep, that's super moon. Let's see if we can get another one. Now, they was very, they were not very aggressive this morning. That's why I switched to another bait. So, you know, a swim bait is for fish that are aggressive, because you go throw it back in there into a dock or a brush pile, whatever you go fish it off of, and you go reel it back slowly, and they're gonna have to chase it, right? So it comes past them. So if they're not aggressive, you're not gonna catch any fish. Okay, I've got another one, guys. That's a nice crappie. What a difference a little sunshine makes, right? So that was about 8 o'clock when I started this morning. And I knew then, after I seen them follow it a couple times, that was it. I thought, hey, I must have switched baits. I need something smaller. They wouldn't even hit LC shad or something. So I went to that little bit and I caught fish on it. Bam. That's a nice one. So I figured, you know what? Once that sun gets up, that water starts picking back up and gets the heat back in it. Yeah. Hey, I think, hey, when the water was 74 this week, early in this week, and it went down all week because we've had this cold front. Like I said, we've been in the 50s at night. I think it was 51 this morning. It was 49 one night. And guys, here in the south, that's pretty cold for May the 25th. I mean, 26th. That's pretty cold for May 26th. We're usually in the 60s at night here, 65, you know, something like that. And running about 75 during the day, maybe 80 during the day. We've been 68 to 70, 71 degrees from about lunchtime on. All right. The day is supposed to be 75, but the wind has been unbelievable bad this week. Wow. It's nice crappie here, I think. Yeah, it's about the same size. Just biting harder. He's just meaner. All right, switch colors on y'all. First cast with this color. Oops, it fell out of his mouth. Look, tore his lip. Stop it. Tore his lip right there, so he popped right off. That's a nice fish, guys. All right, let me get this color up here and show it to you. It's windy. That's my phone. My alarm just went off at the house. The wind will do it too. The wife's there, so. That's a nice fish, guys. I thought he was fighting hard. Wow. He jumped in the side of the boat after I threw him back. I mean, you know, after a couple seconds. Like, you want back in the boat? Come on. Stay in the boat, I might eat you. This bait rocks like this. Okay. Let's try to show y'all. Now, toad tail is from here back, just gone. Yep, it's got a good action. I knew it was going to because it's skinny right here. That's what makes it swim good, that skinny part right here. That tail's got to thump it, doesn't it? And you know, the fish is only seeing this, guys. They're not really paying attention to this part back here. You know, they used to seeing other fish swim by and see the motion of the tail moving. It's probably displacing water behind that, right? So, at 2.5 inches, it's not too big for crappie. I think I got a bigger one than last time, guys. Once I got it back under the dock. I wasn't paying attention. I hit the dock talking to y'all, and I said I can do better. I gotta get it way back there. I'll tell you that. Oh, this is a nice fish. Good gosh, I wasn't expecting catching them. Wow, this is why you throw a little bit bigger baits, right? Woo! I hope I got the footage, because the last big fish I caught went on think we're on warp time. But I got my camera today because it's so windy, and I got a microphone in it with a dead rabbit, dead cat, whatever you want to call it. I call it a dead cat most time. I think it's what you're supposed to call it. I don't know why I called it a dead rabbit. Woohoo, that's a nice fish, guys. Look at that. Great time of day. That's a good, oh, he's probably, okay, got that swim bait in his mouth. You liked it, did you? So I like that one. There you go, crack it on the sun. So I like that one. Woohoo. What do y'all think? Hey guys, I took a picture for Facebook. Thank you, buddy. Bam! Man, that's what I'm talking about. I thought after this morning, when I first started this morning, I went, oh my gosh, it's gonna be one of those days. The wind's, I knew the wind was gonna blow because I done watched I checked the weather a dozen times last night, hoping they'd correct it and change it. But I knew it was supposed to get warmer. I thought, well, as the day goes, it might get better. You know, the fishing might get better. But when that temperature drops, and it was 51 when I looked. And they said it was gonna be 49, but I had 51. It was 49 days Friday, guys. It was 49 Wednesday night. This wild color, guys, I'm telling you. Now, see, I don't make this in the other two swim baits, but I'm definitely gonna make it in this one. That's why I done that. It's just a good color. And the water right now is about 2 foot visibility. It just looks natural to them. And some of y'all got old timers. I'm not calling out and tell you. Some of y'all that's my age. Y'all remember when we used to buy 3 and 4 inch grubs, right? Yokomotos. What was your best color? Smoke. Sometimes smoke and black flake. Smoke, silver, red flake was hard to beat. Okay. You had blue flake and you called it bluegill. We could make a bluegill color too if y'all want to. We'll just take this color right here and add blue flake to it. Add blue and green to it, and we'll just have bluegill. If y'all are interested, hey, let me know. Bam. I gotta switch colors, guys. I'm on the wild color. Ain't gotten off of it. I was trying to fish some color. I knew it was gonna be a good one. I'm just staying with it. Like I said, in the other baits, it's the same way. That's the smallest one I've caught, and he's probably over 10. Yep, in the other baits, it's the same way. In the cricket, it works great in the cricket. The bug. Just a good color, isn't it? Howdy, folks. Hey, this Porter catch is about these swim baits, of course. Y'all didn't see the beginning of it. All right. You need to leave a number between 1 and 400. I didn't do this in the boxing because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I did mention I might make a Porter catch out of it. You got to be a subscriber. Make sure you hit that button that says subscribe. If it's black, you haven't subscribed. You need to hit that. On Wednesday night, I do a draw. And here's a couple of the rules. If it gives us number 200 and you get your number's 205, somebody has 195, the 195 is the win. You can't go over the number. We've been doing that since the beginning. It works great. Had no problem with that. Okay? You're going to leave one number. Like I said, you must be a subscriber. On Thursday mornings, I load the video on Wednesday night that I made who won. Come back and look to see if you won. There's been 2 or 3 people that have never collected their prize because they've never come back and said, hey, Dennis, I won. Here's my address. If you bought from Lake Country Baits anytime in the last 6-8 months, I've got your address. If you have not bought lately, I don't have the address. Okay? Appreciate y'all, guys. If you haven't, check out Lake Country Baits. There are, right now, there's 15 body shapes on there, over 40 colors. Appreciate y'all, guys. Good luck to everybody.